In this video, let's talk about Bayes theorem. Let's see the definition we have already written here. Let E1, E2, E3 ... En are mutually exclusive and exhaustive events where all has non-zero probabilities of occurrence. Let capital A be an event occur with E1, E2 ... En. Then probability of EI given A equals to be probability of EI into probability of A given EI divided by summation of j equals to be 1 to n probability of EJ into probability of A given EJ. Here I use mutually exclusive events. These are the mutually exclusive events are the events which cannot occur at the same times, while exhaustive events, the union of all events equals to be, when the union of all events equals to be the sample space, this type of events are called exhaustive events, right? And here one thing also mentions, it has non-zero probabilities. That means E1, E2, E3 and En, everyone has probability not equals to be 0. That means it has non-zero probabilities. Okay, then we have here calculated the probability of EI over given A. That means this is a conditional probability. That means the probability of EI, we have to find out the probability of EI, while we have already given, it is already given the probability of A. Okay, so the probability of EI over given A is given by this expression. Okay, now we will discuss some examples. From the examples, let's see the clearance of this Bayes theorem. Okay, now see example. A bag first contains 4 white and 6 black balls, while another bag second contains 4 white and 3 black balls. One ball is drawn at random from one of bag and it is found to be black. Find the probability that was drawn from bag first. Here we have to find out the probability of drawing a black ball from bag first. So here is the restriction. Okay, so we'll easily use here Bayes theorem, right? Suppose let E1 and E2 are two events chosen for bag first and second respectively. Also let capital A be an event drawing a black ball. We have here let two events E1 and E2. E1 is for bag first and for bag second we have chosen event E2, and also we have let A be an event drawing a black ball, because here is restriction is given drawn on one found a black ball, that means black ball. Okay, so now we have to find out the probability of even given A equals to be probability of even into probability of A given even divided by probability of even into probability of A given even plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2, right? So first of all we have to find out the probability of even and probability of E2. Here easily we can see that probability of even equals to be 1 by 2 and probability of E2 equals to be 1 by 2, because here is only 2 bags. So we can easily find out here probability of even equals to be 1 by 2 and probability of E2 equals to be 1 by 2. Now we have to calculate probability of A given even. Okay, that means probability of drawing a black ball from bag 1, right? So bag 1 contains 6 black ball, right? The probability equals to be 6 by total number of balls equals to be 10. Then we will get 3 by 5. Okay, and then we have to calculate probability of A given E2. That means probability of drawing a black ball from bag 2, which is equals to be second bag contains 3 black balls, that means 3, and total number of bags will be 7. So this is equals to be 3 by 7. Now come to this formula. Probability of even given A equals to B. Probability of even, we have calculated probability of even equals to be 1 by 2. Okay, and then into probability of A given even equals to be 3 by 5 divided by probability of even equals to be 1 by 2 into probability of A given even equals to be 3 by 5, and next probability of E2 equals to be 1 by 2 and into probability of A given E2. A given E2 equals to be we have calculated here equals to be this one, 3 by 7. Okay, then we if we calculate it, we'll get 3 by 10 and divide by 3 by 10, and then 3 by 10 plus 3 by 14. After calculating, we'll get 7 by 12. These are the answers.